Hey everyone, the month of April is here and the countdown has begun for scaling back terrain on Beaver Creek Mountain and closing dates on some of the lifts found around the mountain. Details like this can be found on Vail Valley Live, which starts right now.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Vail Valley Live. I'm Trisha Swenson, coming to you live from our Eagle Vale studios. We just saw Ty Diaz standing by at the base of Beaver Creek. He'll be there today to let us know what's going on at the Beav, what's happening with the ramp down schedule. Arrowhead's going to be closing this weekend, and we'll give you some details on what's happening over at the Ritz-Carlton Bachelor Gulch. But we've got a great show in store for you. On the show today, we'll be talking about some places to go dine in Beaver Creek. We'll be checking out what's cooking at Alpine and Antlers. Sammy Shipman is the chef over there. He cooks up something delicious all the time. We'll also let you know about those art installations that are all over Beaver Creek. They're larger than life. You can go in them, around them, climb over them, all sorts of things. They were installed last year. So if you weren't here last season, a lot of COVID, a lot of trips had to be canceled. We'll give you all the details on what Beaver Creek Wonder is all about. And then the story of Skaya. Skaya's been around for 50 years now. We're excited to let you know more about their 50th anniversary. We'll give you details on the weather, headlines, and a lot more. And the weather, wow, it's really changed today. We had those beautiful sunny days over the weekend. Yesterday was pretty nice. That wind picked up yesterday. That wind is really going to be the headline for today. And let's give you details on the weather before we go back outside to Ty Diaz. This weather and mountain report brought to you by the outlets at Silverthorne, Elevated Savings. You can find these outlets just over Vail Pass, about a half hour away from Vail, and you'll find them at exit 205 on both sides of the interstate. Lots of great stores in case you are itching for some spring clothes. Aren't we all? Are you sick of wearing sweaters and turtlenecks? Emma's behind the controls today. I know. Raise your hand if you just want to wear some summer clothes. Gabby's back there as well. She's training. So, yeah. Hey, we'll take you shopping. Yeah. We know where to go. All right, but let's get to the weather right now. So, today, right now, look at this temperature right now. 36 degrees. Feels like 26. Little drizzle, little rain, little wind. This is what we kind of call the mountain snow valley rain type of forecast, where in the higher elevations, the precipitation will fall as snow. In the lower elevations, just because of the higher temperature, it will fall as rain. But according to the National Weather Service, we'll have snow showers mainly before 3 p.m. Some thunder could be happening out there. Thunder snow, we call it. And then windy with a west wind 30 to 35 miles with gusts as high as 55 miles per hour today. Chance of precipitation is 80%. Total daytime snow accumulation, maybe 1 to 2 inches possible. So we're not going to see a lot of this. It's going to be kind of more of a nuisance storm where you get that wind, and some of those high winds are going to be troublesome out on the roads. And we'll let you know more about that with the road report. But then as we taper this off, we're in a winter weather advisory through today into tonight. And then for your Wednesday, still going to be breezy. We'll see the sun. Our temperatures will be right around the 30s, low 30s. And then Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Wow, what a warm up. Look at Friday, Saturday. This is great news for Taste of Vail. We've got some outdoor activities happening with the Taste of Vail up on Vail Mountain, at the base at Vail Village, that lamb cook-off, the mountaintop picnic. So good news for that. And hopefully that wind will subside, because I've been at the Taste of Vail before where literally I've got those little Dixie cups with the wine in it, and the wine blew out of the glass. It was that windy. They moved the mountaintop picnic down to a lower location in advance of the event because they knew the forecast, and even down there, wine just blowing out of the glass. All right, well, let's take it out to Ty Diaz, see if that's ever happened to him. Ty, have you ever been out there? You know what I'm talking about. You got the little kind of clear Dixie cup, plastic glass, and the wind was just it blew the wine right out of the glass at the
You know,
Taste of
and
Vail.
this is the kind of thing that happens to me all the time, Trisha Swenson. Whether I'm at a dance club or at Taste the Vail on a windy day, someone's either going to throw their drink on me. That's called affection. Or maybe the bartender takes your drink and you're not even done with it. Or the wind just takes it away. But I have no problem when it's gone this way to put my hand up this way and ask for another one. Just
Another.
place that. So
You do that. You're
yeah,
like,
I've got a lot
another
of
round,
experience.
another round, another
Yeah, just
round.
another
All
round.
right.
Just keep kind of going. Speaking of keeping it going, the season is continuing as we know. Here at Beaver Creek, we have our extended dates, especially over at Vail, as you're discussing, May 1st. But we're looking at Beaver Creek remaining open until the 17th of
Yeah.
this month. And I believe that falls on a Wednesday, if I'm not mistaken, unless
No,
I'm
no,
looking
no,
at the
no.
wrong year of the calendar.
Seven. Nope. It is a Sunday. It's Easter Sunday. Beaver Creek's
Okay.
closing on a Sunday. That's Main Mountain. Now over at Arrowhead, they will be closing this weekend. So that.
This is huge, and I mean, I spent a lot of time over there this season, as far as what's considered a lot of time for me this season. Getting into Arrowhead, enjoying that beach-like feel over there, enjoying the bartenders that are working, Colin and Patrick, the Bloody Marys, the margaritas, and just that whole world of Arrowhead. The conditions are holding up quite nicely over there. I managed to get at least one morning lap inside of there. It puts me at around 10:30, and hit Little Braid. You know this one. Really
Oh
nice
yeah.
S turns through there, but gave it a little half-hour window for it to warm up a little bit more on the contact point on the terrain, and then got back out there, and it was one of those spring skiing days. Hit Rough Lock, made my way
Oh,
back over to
I love
Cherry
that one.
Skiing. Yeah, but this weekend, as you know, and as you're saying, the 10th, that is the wrapping up weekend over at Broken Hour as far as the chairlift is concerned, and as far as beverage and dining is concerned. Chairs 16 and 18 by the Ritz-Carlton Bachelor Gulch. Those chairs are still running, but as far as getting into the Ritz-Carlton, enjoying the live music outside, dining, and that whole hobnob, that has ended for the season as of this past Sunday. But this is that time of year that we're in, like you're saying. We scale back the terrain, we start closing some of the chairlifts, but we're also looking at that traffic-wise, guests out of the slopes, that we're back over here, main mountain of Beaver Creek, and it's going to be a really fun finale. And the mountain has been really good quality and of snow-wise inside of the new McCoy Park. I was in there yesterday. Excellent. So there's still plenty to look forward to, plenty to celebrate. And here in Beaver Creek, their campaign on their website, beavercreek.com, you can book a midweek single-day getaway. Lodging deals are available right now, too. So if you're thinking about it, you're watching the show, you're invited to be with us right here in Beaver Creek.
Oh yeah, take advantage of some of the lodging deals going on. Hey, and speaking of that lodging, so the Ritz-Carlton Bachelor Gulch, like you mentioned, they're closed right now. They're doing a big remodel, and so they're like, oh, we got to cut it short. So yeah, you won't have those nice deck days or stopping in for lunch, that kind of thing. The lift is still running, but the lodge is closed right at the base. So good tip.
Right.
And this is always kind of just a fun time of year to, get together with your friends before the off season, and then everyone scatters, and then you may not, Tide, you kind of have your winter friends and your summer friends, like,
It reminds
especially
me,
when
it reminds me of it reminds me of college when it was the end of winter fall season or the end of spring season. You make your friends at the beginning, everyone says hello for the first time. Let's say you're living on campus or just doing that campus life, but people don't always say goodbye. Everyone has an agenda, and then they're gone. You're still head to the grind in your books for studies, and then when you go back to the dorms to say goodbye to your friends and take some photos, they've already left. But that new wave coming
yeah.
in for the off season, rolling into summer, those new fresh faces start to arrive, and that's this whole lifestyle. It just starts all over again, fresh and new.
It is. It totally reminds me of the school year. Ty, it's college without the books. No homework. We kind of have our beginning. That's the beginning of the school year, and then we wrap it up and everything. But hey, how does it feel out there temperature-wise? Because on our thermometer, it said like 36 degrees, pretty warm, pretty balmy. Are you getting any rain or anything yet?
So it's funny that you mentioned, because I'm out here with Madison, and she said she felt a drop. So I'm looking around on the ground and trying to find evidence of that. I'm not saying she's wrong. I just want my
There's some
experience
drops right
too.
there.
Okay, here we go. There's a couple of drops
Oh,
right
evidence,
here.
evidence.
To my Moroccan mint tea from Vail Mountain Coffee and Tea. But we have what's interesting about the weather and the warmth. I'm by this fire pit. If you've noticed that I have my jacket on for the show open, I'm taking that layer off. Before I left the house this morning, my TV screen said it was 42 degrees in Avon. I'm in Beaver Creek. Give me a second.
Yeah, let's
Tell
see
me
what
what
that
says
little thing
the number
said.
there, Madison. It will come up 51. It says it's 51 in Beaver Creek according to this, but with wind speed. So it's either raindrops or fly a kite weather. But there's no need to necessarily
Yeah.
put a key on that kite because electricity has already been discovered.
Well, and you know what? Like just looking, I do see 46 in Avon, 46, 47 in Edwards, 43 in Vail, and yeah. So it's a warm one, that's for sure. Already 61 down in Denver. So, but the wind, yeah, that wind. Hey, Ty, that wind could become quite a factor today. I know we got to wrap up pretty soon, but one thing to think about with the wind is they may slow down lifts and they may have to close some lifts. They try their hardest not to do it, but safety is the utmost concern. And so it just depends on what direction the wind is coming from. Sometimes like Rose Bowl is fine because it's kind of tucked away, some of those east facing slopes. So just be aware of that. If you notice, oh, the gondola seems to be going a little slower, this chairlift seems to be going a little slower, it's just because they're doing that because of the high winds that we're
And
expecting
one of the
to
many
see
ways,
today.
Trisha Swenson, that viewers and the guests approaching the mountain can track that is with the Epic Mix app or the
Yeah.
Beaver Creek or Vail app that gives you your lift status and times. So that's a good way to make a plan before you head out here or while you are out here. But as far as that in concern with a commute on I-70 this morning, you're going to have some effects, some delays possible, especially around the higher elevations and the tunnel. Loveland Pass area coming out of Keystone Arapahoe Basin are closed for the day due to these winds in the forecast as well as weather. Now
Yeah,
that's
and you know what? Then if Loveland is pass is closed, then they've got to bring the hazmat vehicles through Eisenhower Johnson tunnels, which causes a delay usually at the top of the hour. So, hey, we'll give you some details about that coming up in our next report. We've got our headlines and our road report. Ty, we'll let you roam around, enjoy your Moroccan mint tea or whatever you've got there, and then we'll come back and see where you are in Beaver Creek. All right, we'll be back with more Vail Valley Live.
In the extraordinary, we're free to discover more together. Experience it for yourself this winter. Get your lift tickets today.
Xterra, apparel for your active lifestyle. Visit xterraplanet.com today. Enter the promo code CHECK20 at checkout for an extra 20% off regularly priced merchandise.
You're probably wondering, what makes these chips taste so good? Here's a hint. It's lime. They taste like lime. Tostitos, get to the good stuff.
All right, we are back with Vail Valley Live. Want to know what made headlines in today's Vail Daily? Well, we're going to give you those details right now for Tuesday, the 5th of April. And on the cover, wow, picture perfect is what it's called. Sylvan Lake State Park shows off its coat of snow Tuesday outside of Eagle. More snow and high winds are in the forecast for the next couple of days. Kind of neat to see that they do have snow down in Eagle. I know a lot of the snow is melted, kind of more on the valley floor, but Sylvan Lake's just a little bit higher elevation. Real pretty lake if you're looking. It's one of Colorado's state parks, and you can get a park pass if you want to go to these park passes. I was just at the library yesterday, and they've got park passes that you can literally check out and take them with you and go see some of the 42 state parks throughout the state of Colorado. But headlines for today, recapturing the spirit. Adaptive Spirit, the largest fundraiser for the U.S. Paralympic ski and snowboard team, returns to Vail this week for its first in-person event since 2019. More on this on page A3. Also in today's paper, advice from the Ukraine border. Eagle County resident Callie Roerig says for those who want to help, finding what supplies are actually needed can be tricky. Kelly made her way over there, and you can find out about her mission and what she learned on page A2 in today's paper. Also in today's paper, hey, congrats to Tom Boyd. Mountain Rec named him the Volunteer of the Year. The longtime local ensured success of the Edwards Outdoor Ice Rink. He was very passionate about this project, so read more about it on page A4. And also, the Valar has been releasing all sorts of concert dates for the summer. John Fogerty was just added to this lineup. He's going to play 2 summer shows at the Valar. Tickets are going to go on sale on Thursday for a performance that'll be June 30th and July 1st. I think this will definitely be a sellout. Learn more about that on page A5. And then also in today's paper, in business news, the Vail Valley Partnership announces this year's Success Awards nominees. So this is kind of like the Academy Awards, the Grammys, who wins the Super Bowl. This is all about some great businesses, whether it's small business, small nonprofit, young professional of the year, actively green business of the year, best place to work. Businesses want to be named in this list, and then they'll pick the winners later on. So you can learn more about this, how you can become involved. Maybe your business can be in it next year. Learn more on page A8. So that's just a quick look of what's in today's paper. You can grab these. Free copies can be found all throughout the Vail Valley at the newspaper dispensers from Eastville all the way down to Dotsero, or you can always just go online and check it out. All these stories will be in today's paper, or you can check out archive stories as well. And it's good news, a good idea to sign up for some of the alerts of breaking news, maybe road closures. We got some high winds today, we have construction. So speaking of the roads, let's get to that right now, because we are seeing just pretty much dry conditions at this moment. We are supposed to be seeing some snow showers, mainly before 3 p.m. Not a lot of accumulation, but in the spring and in the fall, when we have these warmer temperatures and then it cools off, or you go higher up in elevation, maybe there could be some ice in those higher elevations. Always be wary of that. And we are starting construction season. We're in the first full week of April, and Vail Pass will start seeing some of that, some of the shoulder work, some lane closures. Same thing goes on your approach to the Eisenhower Johnson tunnels over in Summit County. They're going to be installing a traffic sign. So this is when we start seeing construction updates. So we want to let you know all about that. So tune in every day to let you know what's going to be going on with the roads. So that's a look at the weather, your roads. Want to thank Vail Mountain Coffee and Tea for fueling our little adventure this morning. Ty's already picked his up. He's got his Moroccan mint tea. I'm just drinking a little lemon. Little chamomile. But let's bring it out to Ty. Are they ready, Emma?
Ready.
Okay, let's see where he is. All right, Ty, where did you go?
So where I am right now, this is a very popular location where the buses, as they're pulling in right now, the employee shuttle, the energy level is going to pick up the noise of the bus, and the people, if anyone steps off of that thing, it's going to kind of drown out our ability to communicate for just a few seconds. But there are the people now. Not too far away from the church and the steeple are the people in Beaver Creek. But as we move through Beaver Creek, they're going to do what we all do throughout peak winter especially. Take the bus into Beaver Creek, get off the bus on the dismount through this warming area, passing by this digital board, letting us know about events that are happening weekly. Winter events around Beaver Creek and summer, things to look forward to across that bridge where all the retail is, and without missing it, the opportunity to find deals and sales in these storefront windows. This is where I am in Beaver Creek, not too far from where I'm standing. Again, would be the Beaver Creek Lodge, and that's where you'll find Alpine and Antlers. And this is the hotspot. This is where it all begins for many of us. That's where I am.
Yeah, you know what? And many people, they know this location. They park down below. There's parking. It's $10 until 1 p.m. Then after that, it's free. You can take those shuttle buses from either the Elk Lot, the Bear Lot. That'll bring you up to that point. And yeah, Chrissy Sports is right there. You know, like you forget a glove, stuff like that. You got that going on. And a lot of people, they'll go through the cover bridge. They'll hang that right. They'll go up the escalators. All sets of them, and then they forget that there's a whole other village to the left. You go through that corridor by the Golden Eagle Inn restaurant, by Karen's store, all the little kid stores and everything. Hooked is right there. And Ty, hey, I heard that the ice rink is closed. So
Well,
we
what's
don't
funny is
have that.
it's a conversation piece this morning between you and I have the opportunity to speak with Madison, who spent some time here in Beaver Creek, and she pointed out that there was a closure of the ice rink maybe a few days ago. She believes that it's back open. We will find that detail out in our next segment block.
Okay.
I'm excited to find that out. But again, that's still a location where all the magic, Beaver Creek Wonder, has been all season long with your art installations, which is still available for you to enjoy. The fire globe that's over there, those giant goggles to take pictures over there, and plenty of shopping. And Siempre Viva, I'm going to find out if they sell kites. But again, you can do your shopping. You can still enjoy everything about Beaver Creek. And again, all through the plaza. If you're not on the mountain, then someone in your group should get out and explore all that Beaver Creek has to offer right around the ice rink, from the ice rink down to the Ballock.
Oh, yeah. Yep. All right. Perfect. And there's a lot of big sales right now. And I know, oh, hey, by the way, I know that Skea doesn't have clothes for guys, but they're having a big sale down at their warehouse in Golden. You know, I wonder, like, is there any way that I could just drive down to Golden and, like, spend like a half-hour speed shop and drive back? I don't think I can. This is going to be April 6th, so tomorrow and Thursday, 8 to 5. That's probably going to be the best selection if you go right away at 8 a.m. for your sizes, the colors you want, and then 10 to 5 on Thursday, up to 80% off the entire warehouse. So we're talking ski pants, we're talking, you know, some of their base layers that they have. So a big spring sale. It's in person. You get to go. You get to try it on. So excited about
Trish,
that.
Ty,
Yeah.
I'm in the market for some new ski
You know,
boots.
Tricia, as you're
Gonna
sharing
send
that
me.
with all of us, I'm actually observing something really interesting that we all just saw. Some people getting off the bus just now, the folks behind me on the plaza. If we could slowly pan around with Madison over here, if this is possible. The guests that went around, want to follow me? Is that possible? So notice this. The guests are now behind me at the bus stop in Beaver Creek. Something we don't talk about very often, that you can catch an express bus from Beaver Creek to Vail. Vail lift times are 8:30 this morning. Beaver Creek are 9 o'clock. And that's my guess that they're doing, catching out of Beaver Creek the express bus to Vail. We never really touched on that subject, but it's happening right now.
I know, and you know what? There's some years where we haven't had the express bus, and and then the turtle bus came in and kind of took over that role. But good to know that even if you are staying in Beaver Creek, maybe you have your lodging right there. You don't really need a car. You can get to Vail, and we have a great bus system. The Eco-Transit goes up and down the valley and all the way down south to Leadville, and then the in-town bus systems over at Vail, they're great, and that takes you everything to East Vail, so you can get around without a car here. But yeah, thanks for pointing that out. You could ski Beaver Creek in the morning, hop in that bus, do Vail in the afternoon. Vail's open all the way till 4 o'clock, so a little bit longer than when we started the season.
But I'll tell you this, you know, just thinking about the lifts opening at 8:30, 9 o'clock at Beaver Creek, 8:30 at Vail. Start your morning off with breakfast, and that can be found at Alpine and Antlers. They open at 7 a.m. Now back to you, Tricia.
Okay, Alpine and Antlers. Yep, that's a great place to go. If you're looking for breakfast, lunch, après-ski, and then dinner, they are pretty much open almost around the clock. And so Ty Diaz had a chance to pop in. Are we going to toss that right now, Emma? Okay. All right. Yeah, let's talk about it. Let's let you learn more about what's on the menu at Alpine and Antlers.
Hey, here's Sammy now.
Okay,
Sammy, thank you
cool.
for coming on
Hey,
Vail
Sammy.
Live. Hey, so tell us about Alpine and Antlers and your cuisine, your menu, what the flair is all about.
Cool. So we are located just right off the bus stop from the skier bus in Beaver Creek. We're located in the Beaver Creek Lodge. Right outside our entrance, we have Christie Sports. For anybody that's using that as a reference point, we are modern mountain cuisine, a little rustic, a little casual. A great place to come with the family, hang out for après. New this year, rolling out for the locals in mind, we do brunch till 2:30. So 1 to 2:30 to spot, work all night, ski all day, that kind of lifestyle that a lot of us move out here for.
People are enjoying the buffet breakfast back there right now, and Trisha's looking for avocado, maybe a little bit of bacon. Yeah, that there.
Yeah. Avocado toast is one of our biggest brunch
Oh,
things
there you go,
here.
Trisha.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's get into your menu a little bit more. Let's talk about your operator. That's a movement in most ski resorts.
Yeah.
So tell us about that.
Yeah. So we do happy hour every day from 2 2:30 to 5. We do 20% off for locals. All you got to do is just ask and let us know that you're a local up here, and we'd love to see you and have you guys support us and be part of the year-round clientele coming into Alpine and Antlers. This is our 3rd year up here, so we're just trying to grow that local business.
That was going to be my next question. 3 years
3
in the
years.
running, right by the bus stop. You're not going to miss this location. Alpine and Antlers, the theme, it's right here all around. People love this bar, but you prepared something for us for sharing on television today.
Yeah. It's one of the specials we're running for. We've been running it through Valentine's and President's Week, and it's been doing well. So we're going to run it in through the spring break season. It's a little modern twist on the classic here. We'll get it up here.
Yeah, let's show it to
So,
bring it all the way up.
Wow.
It's a little twist on Dover sole, but instead of the traditional prepared table side.
And what is Dover, for those that don't know? Like, well, me, of course.
Yeah. It's from the Straits of Dover in England. It's a super delicate, super tender white fish.
A whitefish?
Yeah. So traditionally prepared table side, but with the staffing crunches that we all know about, we've come up with a way of rolling the fish to keep it tender and moist and sauteing it quickly, so we get this nice modern presentation on it without having to have the table side service. But we still keep the integrity of the fish super nice.
I
Super
see
juicy.
almonds on here,
Yep.
it looks like.
It's served with traditionally it's like usually served with like potato and baby vegetable and like classic French cuisine. So we're doing sunchokes as kind of a riff on that.
Okay.
We do a sunchoke puree, and then we do roasted sunchokes for a little textural garnet component.
So that's with this white stuff. That's
Yep.
the sunchoke puree.
Yep.
And I imagine the sunchoke would be these things that look almost like mushrooms.
Yep.
That's not
Yeah.
mushroom.
Yeah. So they do look like mushrooms. They have a very nutty flavor. They're in the artichoke family. We have baby vegetables, brown butter, which is the traditional sauce, and then we do an almond caper relish. Get lots of herbs, lots of citrus in there, brighten it up. Little Espelette pepper in there, and kind of give it a spice note. But yeah, modernized twist on a classic.
What do you pair this dish with? A white wine, a red wine? What would you go with?
Probably something white because it's super mild, super delicate, super clean fish. You know.
Considering the traffic and the crowds being here, like you're saying, the low staff, I would imagine reservations are recommended.
Oh, reservations are always recommended. We are bustling through the holidays, as everyone else in the Vail Valley, which is a good problem to have.
And if anyone wanted to preview your menu online right now,
Yep.
the website would be...
It's on the Beaver Creek Lodge website, or you can Google search Alpine and Antlers, and it's on our website as well. And there's also links to make reservations for any of the available meal periods: breakfast, lunch, brunch, or dinner.
All right, well, we thank you very much for sharing. This is the Dover Soul. Stop by Alpine and Antlers, located in the Beaver Creek Lodge in Beaver Creek, right by the bus stop, right by the Beaver Creek Beach, right by Beaver Creek itself. And your hours, one more time, for breakfast especially, people are looking.
7 to 10:30 for breakfast, 11 to 2:30 for brunch, and then opera after that, and then 5 o'clock to 9:30 for dinner.
We're for the fashion forward and budget minded. We've got the brands that set you apart, the style to make you stand out, the looks that let you shine. We are for the dreamers, the doers, and the savers. Outlets at Silverthorne. Elevate your savings. Save up to 70% on the best designer brands. Visit outletsatsilverthorne.com for current sales and events.
Do you want locally grown mushrooms, microgreens, organic herbs, fruits, vegetables, honey, recipes, and more? Sign up for Knot Branch's CSA boxes now. Feel good about supporting local farmers while nourishing your family. Go to knotgardencenter.com and click CSA to sign up today.
Visit Grand Junction. This Weather and Mountain Report is brought to you by Carrots Jewelers, creating heirlooms for over 50 years.
Welcome back to Vail Valley Live. A rather warm morning already. Just that cloud cover that came through, this storm, very windy. And then we're going to see a winter weather advisory going on today all the way through tonight with an 80% chance of showers today, about a 30% chance of showers tonight, according to the National Weather Service. And they're also saying that the snow showers are going to mainly be before 3 p.m. Some thunder is also possible, which is typical for springtime weather patterns. And then our high temperature right around the low 40s. We're just going to kind of stay almost pretty similar to where we are right now. And then those winds, that's the big headline for today. West wind 30 to 35 miles per hour with gusts as high as 55. Your chance of precipitation, like I mentioned, about 80% during the day. And then a little bit this overnight, only about 1 to 2 inches possible. Now look at this shot. You can see very clear down on the valley floor. But then as you look up towards the mountaintop, kind of that top of the Gold Peak expansion area out towards the northeastern portion of the mountain, you can see a little bit of that snow falling in the higher elevations. And looking, you can't even see the Gold Range. That's pretty socked in. So if you are traveling over Vail Pass, be aware of the construction and the fact that there is some snow that'll be falling in the higher elevations. Kind of that mountain snow valley rain combination going on. And then, like we mentioned also, not a lot of snow out of the storm, maybe 2 inches possible today at Vail and Beaver Creek, lingering a little bit in tomorrow with 1 inch. And then another chance of a shower or big snow showers next week. So this could be some cool powder days. Getting that maybe on Wednesday, April 13th. So that will be the next thing we'll look forward to. And then the next couple of days, sunshine will filter in starting Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Warm temperatures as well, 54 degrees for your high on Friday and Saturday. So, boy, the spring skiing will be back again. But on the mountain, Ty mentioned 9 o'clock is when we open over at the Beeve, 8:30 at Vail. Lift status, we're still pretty much all open, 97% open at Vail Mountain and about 94% over at Beaver Creek. So basically, everything you want to enjoy is still available today. Now, after Sunday, Beaver Creek will be closing Arrowhead. So that is the westernmost portal. You got the Arrowbahn Express that comes out of that region. And then we'll still keep Bachelor Gulch open. I believe that's the Bachelor Gulch Express. Right now, the Ritz-Carlton Bachelor Gulch, that hotel is closed due to a remodel. So that's closed. Lift is still open, so you can still get back and forth and enjoy some of those runs over at Beaver Creek's Bachelor Gulch region. And then the grooming report, we're still trying to see if they've updated it. They have not updated quite yet. So we'll let you know when they update Beaver Creek's grooming report. But in the meantime, you can check out Vail's if you're going to go ski Vail today. Find out what's been groomed in the back bowls, maybe Blue Sky Basin. And it's Tuesday. You can always hop in a Blue Sky Basin and back bowls tour. Those are offered complimentary. You just meet at the top of chairs 4, 5, and 11 at the Legacy Hut. 10:15 is when you meet. 10:30 is then where they'll take you out. And you really want to be in an advanced intermediate for this. Comfortable skiing in the back bowls, Blue Sky Basin, blue runs definitely, maybe a little bit steeper than you're used to. So make sure if you're going to do this complimentary tour, you're at the ability level that they are suggesting. But let's bring it out to Beaver Creek and talk to Ty and see what's going on over there. Ty, all right, you're over by the ice rink. Is there ice on the ice rink?
Okay, so yes, you can find ice on the ice rink, but
Okay.
the signage on the rental window closed TFN as far as enjoying the ice rink in that way for this point in the season, or at least for today. So got to stay close to the facts, got to stay close to the rumor mill and see what it reveals along the way. But I tell you what, there's still a bunch of other things to get into here on Beaver Creek Mountain or around Beaver Creek and to discover in that experience. Candy cabin, ice cream parlor, cookie cabin, and that's where you just kind of get on Beaver Creek Mountain and explore, find these locations, some of them new, and all of this is possible when you log on to beavercreek.com, Tricia, and you can find trail maps there. Select the area of the mountain that you're approaching to find these places, and you'll find your trail maps to still get around Beaver Creek and find what's still open for this season.
Okay, wow. Wait, can you get an actual physical trail map? I'm gonna need you to go and find one
At
of these.
beavercreek.com.
Favoritecook.com. Hey, speaking of new areas, the McCoy Park area is new. If you haven't been here since last year, that just opened up in early January. And Ty, Beaver Creek invited the local Girl Scouts up there on Saturday. And then they also invited Kai Owens, who is an Olympian. She's a freestyle skier and moguls, does all the flips and the tricks and everything. Emma, you were up there? Did that turn out?
I was. I'll try to find some
How was
pictures to
it?
throw up there. Oh my gosh, it was so much fun. I did not realize there were that many Girl Scouts in Colorado. It was Girl Scouts from all over Colorado.
Really?
I thought they were all Vail.
Oh, I thought so too.
Most of the people we were talking to said they were from like Broomfield and Lakewood. And,
wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so they brought them up, and then they had like some of the, the heads of Beaver Creek Mountain speak to them and everything. So kind of a cool day. So speaking of things that are new, McCoy Park, make sure you put that on their list. You know, the last time I was at the ice cream parlor, which is at the top of the Haymeadow Express, I had the Cookie Time Shake. Ty, have you ever seen this? I don't know if they're doing it this year, but when they did, just the garnish alone was an ice cream cookie sandwich. Like usually your garnish is like a cherry, like on your.
When you say Cookie Time Shake, is that like a sugar rush, or is that an actual name of a beverage that meets a cookie?
That is what their signature drink was called. Now this, of course, this was pre-COVID, and I don't know if they've got their ice cream. When I went up there earlier this winter, the supply chain on ice cream, they didn't have as much ice cream, and I'm like, hey, is a Cookie Time Shake back? And they're like, not yet. So, but when it does come back, I mean, the garnish, I mean, it's like a meal. You got the cookie sandwich, you got your shake. Yeah, it was pretty good. It's pretty awesome up there. Hey, but a few things going on up at Beaver Creek. I know that the Valar Center has basically wrapped up their events to the public. I know they have one more event for the kids going on with their STARS program, but what an incredible lineup. And they just added John Fogerty to this. He's going to be doing two shows, June 1st, July 2nd, or June 30th, and July 1. Regina Spektor is going to be there. Kenny G is coming back. He's played here before. Shaky Graves. We've got a lot that they have been announcing. So have you been to the Valar in a while?
It's been a while since I've been to the Valar for any of the shows. I can say this, and much like maybe some of the guests that didn't make it back this season, that we may have missed some shows at the Valar this season, or even events and shows in Beaver Creek. But there's still an opportunity to plan ahead, because Blues, Brews, and Barbecue kicks off summer before any of the other Valar shows continues.
Oh, I know. I love this event, and just the music that they bring in. I mean, they really stick to the blues theme. We've got Mark Broussard, Samantha Fish, Papa Chubby, Honey Island Swamp Band, Sherry Porto, and more. I mean, just the music alone is great reason to head up there. And then you walk through the plaza, and there's just these wafting scents of all sorts of brisket and delicious barbecue sauce flavors. I love the sides. I'm not gonna lie. I love that mac and cheese. I could just eat the sides and everything. So, all right. Well, it's a great time. It's really the kickoff to summer.
Yes, and that's Memorial Day weekend. Don't miss out on that. And to find out about events that are happening in Beaver Creek, visit beavercreek.com. And to find out about shows upcoming at the Valar, visit valarpac.org. This is Ty Diaz in Beaver Creek. I'll be right back with you guys. I need to get around and explore a little bit more for you.
Okay, go find that ice. All right. Hey, want to let you know about that sale at Skea. Once again, that's going to happen tomorrow. 80% off the entire warehouse. And that's going to be from 8 to 5 tomorrow in person, and then 10 to 5. I might have to, Emma, we may need to do a FaceTime call. Maybe we need a FaceTime. You need some ski pants?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, maybe we need a FaceTime. What color are you looking for?
Just like a simple black.
Simple black.
Yeah.
Come on, do something
I
more
have a
energetic.
maroon jacket. What goes well with that?
I got a maroon jacket. Well, we could maybe we need a FaceTime call. All right.
Okay.
Hey, but here's more about Skea. They've been around since 1972. Diane Boyer lives here. Her family started this business a long, long time ago. Here's more about this fun brand.
Born and based in Colorado, Skea is designed for women who ski by women who ski. As ski instructors, professional skiers, and U.S. ski team members, we know what works and why. Since 1972, our passion for fashion, the mountains, and an active lifestyle have been evident in every thread of the Skea line. Beautifully crafted, stylish performance wear for on slope and off. Share our passion for the mountains, wear Skea. Skea is committed to providing you with extraordinary style and luxury without sacrificing function and purpose. We use the highest quality fabrics and a vibrant color palette each season. Our designs are classic yet contemporary. Skea gives you the versatility you need for your active lifestyle. Our styles and fabrics maintain the exceptional look, quality, and comfort that have established Skea as a luxury brand that actually works. Unique in a world of sameness, Skea is set apart for the woman who knows what she wants and how she wants to feel. Family owned and operated, Skea is truly the product of a family passion for skiing and for the mountain lifestyle. Founders, the Boyers, grew up in France and Canada and love skiing. Jocelyn Boyer was the first to wear a one-piece suit at Stratton Mountain, Vermont in the late 1960s. In 1972, Skea was born as a combination of the words ski and sea, hence Skea, showcasing both summer and winter collections. Diane Boyer took over the family business in 1995. Residing in Vail, she embodies the Skea woman, confident and ahead of the curve. A passionate skier and outdoor enthusiast, Diane knows what her customers need to look great while doing what they love in all weather conditions. As the first female chairperson of Snow Sports Industries America and Colorado Snow Sports Museum Board of Directors, Diane gives back to the ski industry by forwarding snow sports as a lifestyle choice. She encourages everyone to enjoy the physical and mental benefits of being on snow. If health and wellness are the new wealth, then we who enjoy skiing must be the wealthiest and luckiest people in the world. Follow your passion to your dreams. Skea.
Skiing is more dangerous than ever due to crowded slopes and people skiing faster than their abilities allow. Hi, this is Joseph Block, a ski injury attorney at Block & Chapleau. If another skier or snowboarder hits you from behind and it injures you, you're entitled to monetary compensation. Remember, the downhill skier has the right of way. The uphill skier has the responsibility to avoid skiers below.
If you've been injured, you need to call an attorney to protect your rights. It's important to preserve the evidence immediately. Call Block & Chapleau today at 970-926-1700. We've been doing this for over 30 years and have collected millions of dollars of compensation for injured skiers and snowboarders.
Block & Chapleau has offices in the Vail Valley, Frisco, and Denver to serve you. Your case is our priority.
If you've been injured in an automobile or ski collision, call us today at 970-926-1700 to speak to an attorney, or go to vailjustice.com.
Do you want locally grown mushrooms, microgreens, organic herbs, fruits, vegetables, honey, recipes, and more? Sign up for Knot Branch's CSA boxes now. Feel good about supporting local farmers while nourishing your family. Go to knopgardencenter.com and click CSA to sign up today.
Vail Valley Live outerwear provided by Skea Limited.
This Weather and Mountain Report is brought to you by Live Sotheby's International Realty, Colorado's leading real estate firm. Contact their Vail Valley broker professionals today to help you live the life you love.
All right, we are back with more Vail Valley Live. Time now for your weather. If you're just joining us, here's what you're going to expect today. The big news today is wind. In fact, the National Weather Service is saying that we could see west wind 30 to 35 miles per hour with gusts around 55 miles per hour. Chance of precipitation today is about 80%. We're in a winter weather advisor today through tonight, and even a little bit on Wednesday. And then basically midnight tonight. And then we'll see just about a 30% chance of showers this evening. Not a lot of snow out of this, maybe 1 to 2 inches. And we could see some rain. We could even hear some thunder. It's going to be all part of this storm system, rather warm as it comes on through. And then by your Wednesday, we will see temperatures right around 30, so we'll cool down a little bit. And that wind will still linger with us. Not maybe as gusty, but maybe 15 to 20 with gusts to about 30 for Wednesday. And then by Thursday, things will calm down quite a bit. And we'll actually still a little wind on Thursday. By Friday, that's when we'll see things calm down quite a bit. We're going to have good weather for the Taste of Vail coming up this weekend with all of their outdoor activities and events. And then a lot of other things happening this weekend as well. Live music up at Beaver Creek with a DJ playing. DJ Goldie's going to be spinning the tunes at the Coyote Cafe. Coyote Cafe will be closed this summer. They're doing a big remodel up there, and they won't be opening again to the fall. So we'll be missing their margaritas on the deck, but they want to get the job done. This is when we have to do there's construction on the roads, and then there's remodeling projects going on quite a bit at quite a few lodges as well as the restaurants. But concerning the mountain, no new snow to report in the last 24 hours. And open snow is calling for maybe, like I said, 1 to 2 out of this, maybe a little bit into Wednesday. Next week is the next big chance of a snowstorm, possibly seeing maybe 8 inches on Wednesday at Vail and Beaver Creek. And then the lift and terrain status, we have 97% of the mountain open at Vail still, and then 94% of the terrain open at Beaver Creek. Keep in mind, Arrowhead will close this weekend, so Sunday's the last day that you can ride the Arrowbahn Express, the Broken Arrow Cafe being open. They had their live music last weekend. We don't think they're having any live music this weekend, but you never know. They could maybe surprise us. But their concert series that's been going on since March 13th, that did wrap up officially with Laughing Bones last Sunday. But a great place to go anyway, even if there isn't live music. A nice deck at the bottom at the Broken Arrow Cafe that you can enjoy if you're just ending your day, ending the season. And then Bachelor Gulch, Ritz-Carlton is closed. They are closed for a remodel project. The lift is still open, but you can't pop in there and, have a drink, have some fries, get some food, get some lunch. They're closed because they've got a big remodel project that they have to work on. But let's bring it out to Ty Diaz and see where he is now over at the base of Beaver Creek. Ty, all right, you made your way to the kids' ski school area.
I am in that area, but I like to share this location with you guys for the very reason of when we look back in the chairs 9, 10, 11 area, your favorite location of Black Diamond, double Black Diamond runs. This is a good area to kind of scope out what the weather is doing early in the morning. We're expecting those chances of snow, strong winds, those clouds to return, and it become intensified with all kinds of activity. To kind of notice that early this morning. Clouds overhead, you can see the pace of the movement. It was a little bit more dark and ominous over my head while you were talking, but it seems a bit brighter now and a bit clearer, and that's just seconds. So that's the rate of speed that the wind's driving these clouds through this area, and how drastic the sky conditions and the conditions overall, visibility, wind condition could change. So while we're still talking, everything behind me could certainly clear up and or just kind of fill back in again.
Oh, yeah. You know what? It's amazing how fast the weather patterns could change. You might see a little bit of blue sky, and then 15 minutes later, then the storm rolls in, So, yeah, I think it's going to be a little bit of a mixed bag today. Does it feel windy yet, though? It doesn't really look windy down there.
In areas, you could pick up that wind speed, and as you were describing, in different parts of the mountain that could be a safer place, blocked or shielded from the strong winds as far as paying attention to the lift status and such. I'm protected by the Ford Hall building, this fire pit, But if we were back where we were standing earlier by the bus stop, the wind speeds were picking up through that corridor by the Beaver Creek Lodge. You can certainly feel the difference depending on where you are out here. And I'm sure it makes for great spectacle on that initial drive into Beaver Creek. All of the flags that come up that initial gate from the main entrance to kind of determine how the winds are looking and or feeling.
Yeah, you know what? Speaking of feeling, doesn't feel very cold out there. That guy walked behind you. He had a T-shirt on.
And I'm rocking a little something. I'm going back and forth from my Columbia jacket back to the GoPro Mountain Games pullover or sweater that I'm wearing. This jacket. What's interesting about that is how fast the GoPro Mountain Games will return.
Oh, yeah. You know what? It's the 20th anniversary this season. And that's really, we talk about Blues Brewers and Barbecue being the kickoff for summer at Beaver Creek. Well, then shortly after that, we have the GoPro Mountain Games. And I can't believe it's been going on for 20 years. So lots of fun events. It's a reunion of sorts as well. We typically have a lot of the same athletes that come back year after year. They kind of become friends of the event, friends of the Valley. And you could sign up for some of the events already. And some of the music, you can get the tickets for the concerts. I know the Whalers are coming back, and Twiddle, that's going to be here too. So Ford Amphitheater is going to be a great place to be for the evenings with the music. And then during the day, it's kind of all over the place, whether you're on a Homestake Peak, doing the Steep Creek, or maybe you're doing the BMX races in Minturn. They kind of move things all around to fit the events, but then everyone comes together later in the afternoon for the awards ceremonies, the concerts, and so much more. So that's going to be a lot of fun. I can't wait for us to be back out there checking in with our athletes and the arts, the music, the movies. A lot of times they'll have film screenings going on. Speaking of films, Ty, we've got the Sustainable Film going on. This is part of Walking Mountains. And they do this all throughout the year. So when they have this series, it's good to look at what they're doing week to week and everything. But in Habitats, this follows the Native American tribes across deserts, coastlines, forests, and prairies as they restore their traditional land management practices. And you can learn more about this. So if you want to check out the film trailer, they've got that for you at walkingmountains.org. You can register for this, but this was an official selection for the Environmental Film Festival at the nation's capital in 2021. So cool little things to do, educate yourself, be entertained. We've always got something going on with Walking Mountains for sure.
And with this Walking Mountains film that you're talking about, is there a local showcase? Is it at Riverwalk? Is that where is it happening? Is that what we're understanding?
That's where a lot of them were the last film showcase that was going on. So yeah, I think it is going to be at Riverwalk. Riverwalk, a great local theater, and they do so much for our community, especially sponsoring things like this, hosting things like this. And stop by. They're not just movies. You can go by there and just get your ice cream. They've got their soft serve cones. They also have their barbecue going on. They have brisket nachos. They had like burritos, drinks. So it's right there on the corner, right First and Main in Riverwalk. And you can always just stop in there, get a bite to eat, even if you don't have time to see some of the movies.
You can certainly check out Walking Mountains footprints any time of the year, any season around our area. But now, Trisha, let's get back to the area where I am in Beaver Creek. In the time frame that we spent together, what has changed in our sky conditions? We're looking at clouds. I'm feeling the wind speed.
Yeah.
You've noticed happening or difference back there, because I've been paying attention to you, but what have you noticed happening here?
Oh yeah,
I'm feeling the wind speed picking up at times.
You know what? And you could see that cloud cover. Those high level winds, they are moving right now. So that's pretty crazy. So yeah, with these winds, we may see a slowdown in the lifts. They may be going at slower speeds. We may even see a little bit of maybe a lift closure here and there. So I know that Vail's pretty good about putting that out on their Twitter account. So we'll learn about that. Okay, Ty, we'll let you go and find someplace else in case it's getting a little windy. But right now we want to let you know about Nap Harvest, a great kind of a farmer's market indoors every single day. You can head down there. It's in Eagle Ranch, and Carrie Hogan has more.
Hi everyone, Sarah and Rarity at Nap Harvest with Carrie Hogan. Every time I walk in, so much color with the produce, so many great seasonal offerings, and we're talking CSAs.
CSA boxes, sign up for them now through napgardencenter.com. And you know all about CSA boxes now.
Well, I just love this. So this is a great way to support local producers, local farmers. You're actually buying a share of the farm. So it's different every week. Every Thursday, you never know exactly what's going to be in your box, which is part of the surprise and part of the fun.
Absolutely. So periodically, every week you'll have Osage Gardens herbs, fresh organic, which is brought to you by Nap Ranch. Periodically, you'll be getting some of the Nap Ranch mushrooms. Look at those. They're just absolutely gorgeous.
And those are grown at
9,000 feet at the top
at
the farm at the ranch. And then also these beautiful microgreens. We have lots of microgreen types that we grow, so you'll periodically get those in your box as well, along with the vegetables and seasonal fruits, whatever is coming up. We also will have recipes each week to go with what's in your CSA box. You'll find coupons. Maybe one week it's coupons for fresh eggs at Nap Harvest, or coupons for annuals or perennials at Nap Garden Center. So it's got a lot of value in it. And it comes out to about $25 a week or $28 a week, depending on which size you buy. We have one size for 1 to 2 people, and a second size, family size, for 3 to up to 6. So again, really great way to feed your family healthy, locally produced, locally organic veggies.
And I love the local component. So you know where these farms are, it's supporting local producers, and the carbon footprint. It's grown just typically within miles of where you're buying it.
Absolutely.
So important. And then 2 pickup locations. So you can either pick up at Fill and Refill in Edwards, or right here in Eagle behind the City Market at the Nap Garden Center.
Garden Center, yeah. So that'll be on Thursdays. And I also should mention that you'll be getting periodically some of our Nap's Nectar products. So one incentive, if you sign up before May 1st, is you'll get a free 12-ounce wildflower honey from Nap's Nectar. So that's pretty delicious. So that's a great value. So lip balms and the soaps that she makes from the hive, those will periodically be in there too. So it's a lot of fun. It's almost like every week it's a new surprise of what you're going to get.
That's right, every Thursday, and recipe cards to tie it all in together with some cooking tips. And tell us where we sign up.
So you can sign up on napgardencenter.com. At the top is a tab that says CSA. Press that, make your choice, your pickup location, and that's all there is to it. We're ready to do it. It starts in July, and so we are very excited to talk about this.
Perfect. Lots of local love here at Nap Harvest.
Maui Jim sunglasses were born on the beaches of Hawaii, designed to respond to the bright sun and harsh glare of the islands, all while enhancing the view. After 30 years, we're still independently owned, and the free-thinking Hawaiian spirit that first inspired us is still a part of everything we do. Our Polarized Plus 2 lenses not only protect eyes from harmful rays, they also make colors more vivid and contrast crisper. Try on a pair and see for yourself. The view's better from here.
In the extraordinary, we're free to discover more together. Experience it for yourself this winter. Get your lift tickets today.
This Weather and Mountain Report is brought to you by Betteridge. Fine jewelry and watches with exceptional service since 1897, located in Solaris.
A rather warm morning as we start out your Tuesday, but it is going to be very windy today. So that wind chill factor could make it feel a little bit cooler when you're heading up to the mountain. 36 right now, a little bit of drizzle, a lot of wind. We could see the wind just moving the clouds above Ty's head on that last shot that we showed you from Beaver Creek. But we are in a winter weather advisory from now until midnight. And we're going to see maybe snow mainly before 3 p.m. Some thunder is possible. The high will be right around 42, so not much warmer than we are already. And then the west wind is going to be 30 to 35 miles per hour with gusts as high as 55. Your chance of precipitation throughout the day is about 80%, and then it's going to taper off tonight to about 30%. And then we'll see that wind continue with us into Wednesday. It won't be nearly as gusty. We'll see the northwest wind 15 to 20 miles per hour with gusts as high about 30. And then Wednesday night, we'll see things still windy, and Thursday, even some wind blowing through with gusts at about 30 miles per hour. So a couple days of wind as the system blows on through. Then by Friday, sunny with a high in the 50s. Saturday, same type of situation. We'll be into the 50s by the weekend. And not a lot of snow associated with this storm. Maybe about 1 to 2 inches is what they're calling for to open snow. Maybe a little bit lingering into your Wednesday. And then a better chance of snow next week, especially the middle part of next week, according to OpenSnow.com. Hey, the lifts are open right now at Vail. It's 8:31 over at Beaver Creek. They'll be opening up at 9 a.m. today. They'll go 9 to 4 at the Beeve, but keep in mind Arrowhead closes a little bit early at 3:30, and so does Bachelor Gulch. And then at Vail, we keep the front side open till 4. Back bowls close at 3:30, and then we close the Blue Sky Basin just a little bit before that. So if you're going to go out to Blue Sky, I will go out there earlier in the day and then make your way back to the front side so you don't get caught, or like the lift line's a little long because everyone's trying to get out of there at the same time. It's all about strategy and how to avoid the lift lines. And you can check out lift line times at Epic Mix. Find that app and you'll be able to check the times on Tier 11, Tier 5, and see where they're at, especially on a busier day like maybe this Saturday. Weekends are typically busier on Vail Mountain. But we're going to take it to a quick break. When we come back, we're going to check in with one more time with Ty Diaz and find out what's happening at the Beeve for today. All right, we're about ready to wrap up the show. We're going to check in with Ty Diaz one more time up at Beaver Creek, see what it feels like, see if we're getting any precipitation. Ty, I can see those clouds moving.
Those clouds, and I want to share with you all that very same view from last time. And Madison and myself, I was pointing out, I'm like, notice how fast the clouds are moving just behind me. And again, against the ridges, the range of the mountain ridge back here, you can see pockets of blue sky, some fast clouds, some heavier clouds, some thicker clouds at times, and just rapidly just making its way towards the east. And that's what you're going to find for the day. If you're not out on the slopes, if you're trying to avoid the possibilities of lift closures due to high winds, sit down right here on these sofas at the base of Beaver Creek, get a Bloody Mary, maybe a beer, and get lost in the drift of just staring at the day going by at high rates of speed, just noticing these clouds. And that's called a vacation, just going with bliss and just getting away from it all in that way. And so, yeah, no precipitation just yet, but again, it's still in the forecast.
Oh, yeah. And you know what? Hey, we just got the Beaver Creek groomer. This just in. And yeah, the groomer's choice today. Oh, they've got everything from Centennial Spruce Face. You know, that's a good one to do if you're going back down to lunch. Stacker Lower over there by Chair 12, President Ford's Lower. Or even just some of the beginner areas. And especially over in the new area, we got Journey, Harmony, Bliss, Unwind, Exploration. Those are all groomed for you in the new McCoy Park. So that's what we have, Ty. All right, Ty, thanks
Warm
so much for
temperatures,
your reports.
strong winds. Yes, that's what we have in the forecast for the start of the morning. This breeze, it feels really good this morning. So if anything, just get out and just enjoy the day no matter what the weather brings.
Perfect. All right. And you can always find different pockets of the mountain to kind of hide from that wind. Usually the west wind, maybe hang out in Rose Bowl, North Woods, over on Vail Mountain. Those have been my choices to go to today. But hey, thanks, Ty. We'll see you tomorrow. All right. Okay, bye everyone. Thanks for watching. If you didn't catch the whole show, you can always catch us on demand. We're on Roku, Apple TV, and Amazon Fire. And don't forget to subscribe to our Vail Valley Live YouTube page right there. Just Google it and you'll find us. Okay, bye. We'll see you tomorrow.